To simp or not to simp? That is the question. So before I get into the obvious title and thing with this video, I do want to reiterate, we are not a political channel here on HIMediaTV anymore. We have HIMediaTV Politics for that kind of stuff when I make AI slop for the average mouth-breathing median voter, when I just absolutely cannot handle the goings-on and I must rant into a camera in the form of a 3-minute YouTube short. But this is more of a culture commentary thing. So I just wanted to get that out the way first and foremost. So, for time immemorial, especially in the throughout all of human history, there have been losers. Culturally, societies will dictate what is a desirable social trait, what is a desirable personality trait, and what are not desirable traits. You had things like ancient civilizations who would value intelligence, or strength, or courage, or discipline, and or people that do certain activities, different caste systems, all of this all breaks down to what makes a person a loser. And in the modern zeitgeist of this debate, I have found that what makes somebody a loser has changed. So first of all, in the modern sense, what makes somebody a loser? Well, it is whether or not, in the popular zeitgeist, it's whether or not somebody is able to be likable. It is whether or not somebody is able to make friends or have random engage with strangers and like them. But if we want to break it down to the most granular and want to break it down to the most, if let's be honest, patriarchal, whether or not you can get laid. Now, I'm going to be analyzing this specifically from a heteronormative, i.e. straight perspective, because I am a straight man. I like women. And while I am very familiar with a lot of some cultural norms in gay and trans culture, I am not one of them. So what I know is as an outsider looking in. So I don't feel comfortable commenting on that outside of making New California Republic is just another trans flag type of jokes. You know what I mean? So that's neither here nor there. So functionally, at the end of the day, in the 80s and 90s, and maybe even the early 2000s to a degree, being a loser was somebody who was a little nerdy, geek-looking, fit dude, fatter, somebody who was into things like Dungeons and Dragons or really into video games, had absolutely no interest in sports or anything of the like, somebody who even didn't like really going out and drinking, or to a degree, of the Warcraft. Pirate Software's dad, make love, not Warcraft. At the end of the day, that is not necessarily the case anymore. Even ugly nerds that I'm friends with, clear, we are past the days where your interests and the things that you like and you get hobbies are, what they are, by and large. If you're a nerd, if you're a sports, if you're a lifter, all of these things, has nothing to do with your personal interests, or in a lot of cases now, even your body type. I've seen plenty of fugly dudes on TikTok being posted by women with ruined makeup saying, "This man just made me see God, and now he's explaining the plot of Skyrim to me while building Legos." Dudes clear, autistic girls absolutely clear, big girls absolutely clear. The question is that if these old cultural, and I want to be clear, everybody is doing this. Obviously, it's not true for everybody, but what is the thing that makes you a loser now? Well, it's the same thing that it was back then. It wasn't what people would shame you or give you flack for liking certain things and stuff like that, but fundamentally, it wasn't those things. They didn't bully you. And I realize in hindsight, I wasn't bullied as a high school and middle school student because I liked those things. I was bullied because I was exhibiting antisocial behavior. Now, granted, it's because I had clinical depression and CPTSD. But even so, though, I didn't even know that. How would I expect a girl I went to school with, or a guy I wanted to be friends with, or a girl I wanted to be friends with? How would I expect them to comprehend that? They wouldn't. How could they? And so what ends up happening is that you become isolated. You become a outcast. And so that's also what happens today. The fundamental thing is that things like the male loneliness epidemic and all of these things are, I don't want to say that they're like, fault, but like at a certain level, I want to say that at a certain level, it is a skill issue. Why, if you're exhibiting antisocial behaviors, nobody's really going to want to be friends with you, let alone a woman want to fuck you. And even then, like, really does come down to go outside, touch grass, go on fucking Facebook, look at local groups and figure out what events are going on in your area. And if you end up going to an event where it's all like people who gives a shit, you're making friends. And I want to reiterate this. Losers of today, and this is as I have been, as I gone 20 miles away from the point of this video and I kick you out the side of the van. Today's losers are red pill type incels. They are tater tots, like Andrew Tate fans. They are the people who go on YouTube and consume pill content. They're teenagers who believe that their standard for a woman is one that looks like a Kardashian and is willing to be a trad wife. These are the traits of people who are losers. Now, I want to be very clear. I don't think there is anything wrong with having a personal attraction preference for people with certain body types. I don't even think there's not even a problem with wanting to have a certain relationship dynamic like that. But that being said, when you demean and there's a thing like the term misogynist is, I need you guys to understand that this is a term from the 1800s, and this term was created specifically to describe men who were so weirdly hateful about women, like so weirdly hateful about it, that other men, and I want to remind you, this is the 1800s, everybody's sexist, everybody views women as lesser, that you were so weird about it that other men had to come up with a term to describe how weird you were being. Now, is that a little bit diluted today to a degree? Sure. But fundamentally, if you were consuming, you were the type of person who says the phrase high value with the other word man or woman, I assure you, you are a loser. And it doesn't have to be this way. It's okay. You can go outside and touch grass. I genuinely do believe that I talk to somebody and they say shit like that, I'm just skeezed out immediately and I want nothing to do with them. Friends I have that I've been friends with for years and years and years who may have gone down that, they have the good sense not to bring it up with me. Because they know that when it comes to more politically leaning, social justice type of things, I'm very well informed and I will bully you. Like I bully people in the comments here on my YouTube channel all the time back in the day when I was still doing political content. So I was just thinking the other day, and the reason I want to talk about this was because I was just thinking about all of the goofy behavior I see online, and I just was thinking back to like losers and stuff. And that term and the word, I can't remember why I was thinking about it. I was thinking maybe I'm a loser. I've been transient and trying to rebuild my life for 2 fucking years, and maybe I'm a loser. And I'm like, I'm not a loser. I'm putting effort in. I'm trying hard, doing everything I'm supposed to. I'm not a loser. And so then I start thinking, like, what is the definition of a loser? And then I think back to the 90s definition of it. I'm like, oh, wait, that's not the case anymore. Being nerdy and all that stuff is societally acceptable now. And so I was like, what is like behavior that makes me think you're a weirdo loser? And it's like the MAGA boos type of stuff. But again, I'm not going to get super deep into the political stuff. Yeah, just had this in my brain and I needed it to come out. So I'm impressed you made it to the end of this video. Have a cookie. And make sure you go drink water. It's important to stay hydrated. And also, men, make sure you drink water and pineapple juice so your dick don't taste like battery acid. Just saying.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you want to talk to me out. Hey, thanks for watching. If you want to talk to me outside of this video, outside of live streams, or just join the community and be a part of it, you can do so at HIMediaTV/Discord. Discord links there. We'd love to have you. And given the financial situation of the economy right now, I know this is a tall ask, but if you have the scratch to spare, please consider donating and becoming a supporter at HIMedia.gg/tip. All of our perks are serviced through our Discord channel, including early access videos, exclusive videos, and more. Your generosity is a blessing, and $1 a month is a boon to my mental health. Thank you so very much for watching. I appreciate you, and have great day.